Okay, this is going to be a review of where we stand on reading in RRCap orders. And first of all, a little review so that you don't get stuck in the way that I was. I've been testing with this Villa Point job, and I'm sorting Z to A on project number, expecting it to pop to the top of the list because I just read it in and it's not there. And then I remembered, oh yeah, region filter. Notice I have not chosen Maryland as a region. I've got NC, FL, MCO, whatever that is. And I'm choosing Maryland now. And now when I sort Z to A, Villa Point pops in. But so I can demo with you guys, I want to delete this out. So here's how you do a delete. You come into here. I'm on my small screen because I wanted to be there for the rest of the video. So I just drug it over, you delete, and then it says enter the password, which is DBG upper or lower 2016. Delete project. Okay, so it's shaking there and it deletes it. So I'm going to go into my new orders. Look, data, dev, new orders completed. I've been testing with this. I'm going to drag it back into new orders so we can pull it back in again. And now I've got it open. A couple things I want to point out. This is review with the other day, but 011, it says RRCap. It's got to say that. And then over here on the bid request, it's prefaced with the fund ID dash and then the job number. So just to show that we can do one for greater than a single digit fund, I'm asking for fund 11. The final thing I want to point out is I put this item called Doberman Security, blah, blah, blah in there, because I know that's in my catalog. A lot of this stuff isn't currently in the catalog. I know you're going to update your catalog, but for test right now, I know that one's in there. I think one of these other items is in the catalog, and the rest are not cataloged items. So for the catalog item, it's going to pull the revenue and the vendor price from the catalog, and it might apply a modifier to it if we have that set up. For the items it doesn't find in the catalog, it's going to pull this cost, like inspections fee, I think it doesn't find that. It's going to pull the cost and it's going to apply the standard markup to it. So that's what we want to go see happen. Okay, so the order has read in. I put my initials JES after the address in it to make sure that we're looking at the correct one, because I've pulled several of those in. So just a little bit of review. This is an RRCap Fund 11 Maryland job. We saw that when we looked at the spreadsheet a minute ago. So I'm in Client RRCap 11, and I go open up Regions. And you can see a state of Maryland is going to be on this catalog called RRCap Maryland 207-30513. With the target market of 20% doesn't really apply. Well, it will apply. It's going to apply because when we see if it finds a non-catalog item in the spreadsheet is going to show the vendor cost and it's going to mark it up 20%, so we will see that. And we're also going to see the cost modifier because on the catalog item that's in there, the Doberman doorknob, whatever that is, it's going to take the catalog price and mark it up 10%. So let's go have a look at all that stuff happen. First of all, let's go get into the correct catalog. Here's the one it said it was using for that client, RRCap Fund 11 and State, Maryland. It's pulling this catalog. We just looked at that. Then I'm going to go find that Doberman item. And the price is, we are upside down on it. Again, I'm just testing revenue of 100, standard vendor price of 150, which also points out kind of placeholder for future. We really need to improve this form, make it more user-friendly. It shouldn't even allow that upside-down situation. But we do see that revenue is 100, vendor price is 150, and there was a modifier of 10%. So we're expecting to see the Doberman product get pulled in these prices with the modifier applied. So now I'm back on the job. I'm going to go into Project Details Office, and we do see here Doberman security door, and the prices were 100 and 150, and we had in the catalog, and we had the 10% applied to it. So that's how we got to this. And then there was also inspection fee was the next item in the spreadsheet, and it was in there at a vendor price of $245, and we applied the 20% standard markup to get to $294. Just check that. $245 times 1.2 equals $294. So before we wrap up, one other thing I wanted to mention, which I noticed up here, get rid of the calculator. Up here on the Project Details Office, we had for the colony approach a reconciliation where we said the total revenue on the scope document and then the total of all the line items below, and they should be equal. And we show any difference, and if there's anything red here, they need to investigate it. That's colony. On these orders, this doesn't really apply because the items are mostly, if not all, going to be coming out of the catalog. So the total on the spreadsheet, is, if there even is one, is going to be kind of meaningless. But also there could be a modifier applied. So that throws us off as well. So I haven't fully thought it through, but my point is on these RRCap orders, as it sits today, this is a very colony execution of this information here. It doesn't really apply. So I haven't really dealt with that yet. Maybe in the near term we just hide this for the RRCap orders. And finally, I just want to show what we have in the production data today. This is not the production app, even though it says prod. This is what's called the test app, which sits in between development and production. In other words, when we're ready to move something to production, we promote development to a region called test. And test is looking at the production data. But once we're happy that the test version works against the production data, then we go ahead and promote it to production and all the users get it. So that's just a little lesson on that. But what I wanted to show you is in the catalog, we have two catalogs. The DBG initial catalog based on the colony one. I need to make this wider, obviously. And I did read in the RRCap catalog that you gave me a week or so ago. So you can see the note on all these says from master catalog 5/12/17. So this is one you're going to have to go in and alter and help change. And I really think that once we get what we're working on now wrapped up, I think we're going to want to come back and have me spend a little bit of time making this easier to work with. So kind of a placeholder for something that hopefully gets done very soon. So that wraps up the reading in of the RRCap orders and the catalog and regions.